Hi, this is Kiran Chaturvedi here. I'm the founder of Write and Beyond, which is a writing community and a writing and reading support group. And I'm here today with Nirupama Subramaniam, and we are offering the Write Your Life workshop, which is a very interesting and exciting concept we've developed. And we'll tell you more about it. And we hope you're going to join us. It'll be really enjoyable and exciting. Over to you, Nirupama.
Yeah, thanks, Kiran. I'm really excited to be offering this workshop along with Write and Beyond. I'm Nirupama Subramanian. I'm a life coach. I'm the founder of Glow, Growing Leadership of Women. And I'm also a writer. I've written 2 novels, many articles, and I'm going to publish my third. So I'm just enjoying this experience of bringing teaching and writing together and offering this workshop for all of you. Kiran, I'd love to hear about your journey with Write and Beyond and what you do in the workshop.
Yes, in fact, as I was hearing you talk about your writing journey, my writing journey has been a little different. Never planned to be a writer, but ended up writing columns, opinion pieces, even fiction and poetry. And it is more a process of me coming into my own, me learning what I am about, what my voice is about, and understanding my own story. And then it spills into the form of the writing I do. And even more than that, the writing facilitation that we do at Write and Beyond, which has really just developed very organically. So in a way, I also have a publishing imprint, and we created a book with other women. I haven't written a single book under my name, but in a way I can say that my life itself is my book. You know, how I have um, learned about myself and to express. So I live my life now according to the story that I am creating.
Many ways, I think what we write is really who we are. And interestingly, my first book, Keep the Change, it was fiction, but it was drawn a lot from my own life. So it was a
Yes,
way for me
I've
to
read that.
put my life experiences. And even Intermission, my second novel, very different from Keep the Change, but again came from lived experiences and observation of my life in Gurgaon. And then I had a huge, I have a writer's block, or I had a pause where I did a lot of work on myself, which is why I believe that writers also need to work on themselves and discover their voice, right? And discover who they are and what's calling to them at that
And
particular
it's
point of time.
dynamic. It's dynamic,
Very
right?
much, very much so. So my second novel is very different from the first, and my third one, which I know I finished after a long break, is actually non-fiction about something that I care deeply about, women and power. So I can also say in many ways, my books are my life.
Yes,
Right? My
and
books
as you
reflect
change,
my life.
as you grow your voice, it changes in strength, it changes in focus,
Absolutely.
it changes even in the register in which you express.
Absolutely.
So that is where this workshop, I think we have been talking and working together for a few years. And I think right from when you came as a facilitator to our very early workshops, to the festival, to the start of our book writing, publication projects. And this is what we've, I think, mutually been discovering about our journeys and our work, that when we do it together, when we do it in a group, we are also able to shrug off a lot of inhibitions. A lot of permissions are forthcoming. In that sense also, I think the workshop model for something like this, with coaching, with writing, would be quite an interesting space.
Absolutely, I'm excited. And so I think I'm really excited, Kiran, because we're bringing together two things. First, I think the craft of writing, and then secondly, also using writing as a way of self-expression to discover your authentic voice and discover who you are. So
process of self-discovery, really the structure as we've structured it also focuses partly on discovering your life story, and then about the craft of writing, and then bringing it together, and we actually help people produce a personal essay, which may not be a very complete one, but at least we get to the structure and understanding of it. And
I think, Kiran, you spoke about the structure. So I want to say we really thought through this. The first 2.5 hour session will be on the self-discovery process, understanding our patterns, the conflict patterns, the growth patterns. Really, and you mentioned the script, really looking at what is the script of our life, using themes that call to us. In the second workshop, we'll be focusing more on the craft. And I know, Kiran, you have some great creative writing techniques to take the people through, so that you can really find yourself in full flow. And in the third workshop, we will workshop it. And one thing
Yes.
I've seen which really benefits writers is getting that feedback, right?
Feedback.
Especially from those who aspire to bring their writing to the world. This kind
Yes.
of community support is so valuable. So that's
Because
also what we'll be bringing.
yes, because I look at the uh, past experiences of people who've been for Write and Beyond workshops and the testimonials we keep getting. And there is so many, so many stories of actually going ahead and publishing a book, something somebody's dealt with some very serious issues in their life and didn't know even how to start a blog. But then because of that, they started the blog, they started the community support group. And from there, they got the book offer. And there are so many stories like this. So I think, yes, it certainly changes the way you approach your own story and your writing.
And I think a lot of people are writing now, right? I think one thing the
Yes.
pandemic has done is given people space to
And
explore
time.
and time. And, whether it's a LinkedIn article you want to put out there, or whether you're doing your own blog, or whether you're writing for the sheer pleasure of it, some
Hmm.
support and help to discover your writing and how it
Yes.
lands on others, how you use it well, I think is going to be what this workshop will provide.
Yes. Yes.
So,
So
Kiran, one question I know people have asked is, do I need to be a writer to sign up for this session? And as somebody who's done
yes,
many writing workshops, what do you feel?
this is a common question, always. And in fact, for myself, my parents were most curious when I started. They're like, "Why are you offering a writing workshop? Are you a writer?" So it's for everyone, yes, so I think you don't have to be a writer. We all have a writer. We are all making up our stories about the world. We are making meaning all the time, and we can all write. So that's where the space we are occupying. And then we are also adding elements of craft. To some, just the hint of it is enough because they have it in them. They've just never been told that, yes, you have the permission, you can create. For the others, some may have already written, and somebody else may have never thought of it.
Yeah.
Once the permission and the craft, the tools are shared, they can then decide that some kind of writing, at least some kind of writing, is always possible. And then it's up to everybody's style and what they want to do with it. But you don't have to be a writer to come, because in our mind we are always having a script going on. So that who's creating that? It's us. It's already there. Now I have a question for you also.
Yes.
How does coaching fit into this? Because we are saying it's a journey into authentic self-expression,
Absolutely.
which is a lot of what coaching is about, finding your
Exactly.
power and
Yes.
manifesting it, doing things with it. So
Yeah.
could you speak a little about
Absolutely. So I know I have been a coach for 10 years and I'm a life coach and an executive coach. And I found that the process of coaching opens up a lot for you. One of the very exciting things we're going to be doing in the first session is identifying fears and blocks. And typically, the fears and blocks that keep you from living your life are also keeping you from expressing yourself fully,
it?
like a self doubt or a fear of ridicule, or something is there which is causing stuckness in our lives. And that's where coaching comes to overcome that.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I had to do that for myself before I could write my third book. So I
Hmm.
think that's where coaching comes in terms of, as you said, dissolving some of the things,
Yes, yes,
going deeper into who you are and accessing your authentic voice. And what I mean by that is not writing something which the world wants you to write
yes,
or
yes.
people expect you to write, but really
Hmm.
finding what is your voice. And if you stand in that authentic power, you can express yourself more fully through your writing, but also in so many aspects of your life.
And express yourself more creatively also, because
Absolutely.
once those shackles or blocks or blinders have gone, then everything you can play with everything
Absolutely.
creatively. So I think it
Exactly.
even adds not just to writing your script, but actually writing it in a more creative way. I think that
Yeah.
authentic and also kind of more beautiful, more creative, more artistic, I think that would also
Yeah.
be uh, a side effect, perhaps, if not the focus.
Positive side effect, definitely. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, that's. I'm also really excited now to combine these two modalities of working with a group and offering this. And I hope viewers and followers and those who like our work, have worked with us, will find this interesting and useful. And we would encourage you to ask us more, and then register. We are there to explain further, to share more.
More? Yeah, please reach out to us. You can, our contacts are, I think, will be a part of this post. And if you're hesitating and wondering, is this for you or not, just, send us a message. Kiran and I are available to answer any questions.
Absolutely.
And the other thing I want to say is this is a women's only workshop. We might have a
Yes.
couple of candidates for diversity, if we don't get enough women, but we offer a safe space for women. So really you can
Absolutely.
talk about anything. And, doing the
Absolutely.
work with women through Glow for so many years, I've seen that there's a magic in the space that gets created when, women come together. And that's the
Absolutely.
magic we will love you to experience as a part of this session as well. So
So,
great. So please, yeah, I'm just going to, put up this screen once to show you all our workshop. This is Write Your Life, a journey to discover your authentic self-expression. So please do join us in this journey and write to us for all the details that you would need. Thank you.
we look forward to hearing from you. Thank
Please
you.
do that. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nirupama.